Well, when looking at all the matches that would go, it's always funny. I think like match details, like when people always think it either gives them an opportunity to look back or debate. I think matches are always the ones that people like to look into. But C was the answer. I was a huge fan. This is one of the first ones that I remember really sticking out to me vividly. Was this one with Barry Windham. Now, first of all, I was a huge Barry Windham fan. I kind of got into WCW right around the time that he was kind of getting into the Four Horsemen. One of the first, it's not that it was the first event that I ever saw, but one of the first things I remember vividly was the Build War Games that they did. So when Barry Windham became NWA champion, that was another thing that I really, because I remember his heel turn on Dustin Rhodes. He was one of the bad guys that I really liked off the bat, which is interesting. But this match with Too Cold Scorpio, when I first saw Too Cold Scorpio, blew my mind. Honestly, like it was crazy. I didn't know people could do the things he did when I saw the 450 splash for the first time. Amazing, absolutely. I was like, I couldn't believe it. So to see this match, which I thought was, two of the guys that I really liked, and it was like one of those deals where as a kid you're like, oh no, they would never cross paths. Like he's the high flyer, and Barry Windham's like definitely more of like that old school veteran. And the one thing that I came to learn is how Barry was great not only with everybody, but Barry was awesome in contrast to Styles. So this match is one of those things that like really stood out to me. And this constant fight from underneath, yes, it's a lot of Barry Windham. Yes, it's a lot, but like Too Cold Scorpio's resilient. He keeps fighting, keeps fighting. And it was so awesome to see him like keep fighting from underneath. And there's a part where, he kicks out. Barry thinks he's got the match won. And between like either the DDT or the superplex and all these things that he does, like Barry thinks he has the match won. And Scorpio kicks out. And there's this moment where he's like in shock. And like watching his face go from like, what? Shocked that he couldn't beat him to frustration with it to now you're gonna pay because you should have stayed down. Watching that conveyed in a matter of seconds is awesome. It's one of the things I love about Windham. In this match, like again, like it really put over an underdog. It really established a veteran presence like Barry Windham. It was super fun to watch, and there were moments where I thought that Scorpio could get the upset victory because again, it was around that time that you kind of still feel like anything could happen. And that was kind of the moment. And because I didn't know that the 450 could happen, I didn't know that there were going to be, again, like a lot of times the tag titles switch kind of randomly. So I was really thinking that this could be that night. And I loved Clash of Champions for that reason because they would normally pull out some big surprises on those. But this NWA match really hooked me. It's one of the first ones that I remember watching. So it'd probably be my favorite until EC3 accepts a championship match with me until this happens. So Corbin or bust, right?